Hi all, we are going to discuss today what is cryptography. So, why it is used and what are the types of cryptography. So, in daily life, the cryptography is used from morning to night. Suppose you are using a chat from your device to another device, sending a mails using social sites. Everywhere cryptography is used. So next we will see cryptography definition. So what is the definition of cryptography? So here the formal definition is cryptography is the science of keeping secrets secret. Cryptography protects information by encrypting it. What do you mean by it? Now, suppose an example is if you're logging to some site, then there they ask you sometime one-time password. So you give OTP. Okay. So the OTP is sent to your device, but from the server to your device, the OTP is coming via an untrusted network. So that network, an attacker may attack the network, can get your OTP. If OTP is not encrypted, then he can see your OTP and he can misuse that information for his benefit. So after encrypting an OTP, if attacker gets that OTP, still he will not able to see what was the actual OTP. So here a real-time scenario we have shared. So that OTP is a secret which should be available only to you. So therefore, cryptography is the science of keeping secrets secret. Now we'll see who are the users in the cryptography. So first is the sender. Sender is the person who wants to send some information. Suppose you are your friend, you are chatting, so you want to send some messages to your friend. So here you become a sender. And then second party is receiver. Now receiver is the person who receives the messages sent by the sender. Now your friend is becoming a receiver because he is receiving the messages from you. Next, why cryptography is needed? Why we need it? Why? What is the use of using? Okay, using the cryptography. Why we can't live without cryptography? Why it is so important? So we'll discuss here. So suppose there are two users, A and B. Now suppose A want to send some messages to B. Now here constraint is only B should be able to view the messages. No person other than B should be able to view the messages. For example, suppose you are sending a mail to some person. To that person will be having some email ID. You are sending mail to that email ID. Then you will be wanting no other person other than that email ID should be able to view that message or mail. So how it can be done? Because that mail is also passing from one untrusted network. So in between, if attacker can get that mail and read your data, so what happens? Your data is lost. So therefore, the mail is encrypted in such a way that even if attacker reads it, he will not able to get the actual information what was there in the mail. So therefore, encryption is very important. And encryption is the part of the cryptography. Now we'll see what are the types of encryption methods. So first is symmetric encryption, and the second is public key encryption. So let's see what is symmetric encryption. So in symmetric encryption, what happens? A sender and a receiver uses the same key for encryption and decryption. Example I will give you. Suppose there is a message Apple. Now sender wants to encrypt it. Now sender uses a key. Key is 123 to encrypt Apple. Now there is a receiver. A receiver will decrypt the encrypted message using the same key 123. So receiver and the sender both are using key 123 for encryption and decryption. So it is called symmetric key encryption. because both the keys are same. So example is DAS and AES. Now we'll discuss public key encryption. So in public key encryption, sender and receiver uses different keys for encryption and decryption. Now suppose here sender will use a key 123 for encrypting a message M, then receiver will use another key, suppose 456 or 789 or 243 to decrypt the same message. So here sender and receiver are using different keys for encryption and decryption. So therefore it is called public key or asymmetric key cryptography because key is not same. Example is RSA. Thank you.